Man United, anyone? Yeah. Nearly won, then nearly lost, then drew.
Which would have been so much funnier if we'd have won yesterday.
Yes. Yep. I mean, again, this is where we've got to unpick that a little bit and just take the small slivers of consolation where we can get them.
Okay, so they're only a point ahead of us because of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good old but Tottenham are closer to us because of that as well. So it's, you think the draws are good for us.
Yeah.
In the top four race, 2 of our top 4 rivals both drop points.
Our big Europa League rivals.
Our big Conference League contenders both dropping points for us. Done us a favour. We should be all applauding to Lick's header. Yeah. Kept Tottenham in touching distance.
Richarlison's thing is the only positive I can take from that game, really.
I love the fact that one of his teammates is desperately trying to keep that shirt on him, by the way.
Yeah.
And he's just like, fucking get off.
Why? I can only ask you this question. Why? Why when something good happens do some people feel the need to take the top off?
I don't know. It's like, why? How do people have like... Why are people alcoholics? Why do people have Tourette's? Like things that creep into your mind.
So why was it when you did it? Why?
Well, to be fair, he's only done it once.
Like skin, flesh. Just want to get naked.
To be fair to Paul hasn't got a tattoo of himself on his back. Every time Richarlison
because he couldn't see it.
Every time Richarlison gets that tattoo out, inevitably the other team score.
But doesn't he have Neymar and Ronaldo
and him?
Like, that is a joke as well. Like, to have you alongside two of the best Brazilians.
My best buds.
Stop.
He's done it,
Yeah, it's horrendous, that. But yeah, that was the only little bit of...
So when people post pictures and they go, of like them with the football, and they go, 126 caps and 40 Premier League goals between us. It's like Richarlison going, look at it. X amount of Ballon d'Ors and nothing between us.
All these Brazil goals. You know what's mad as well? It wasn't even that good of a goal. Like, I just kind of hit his head. Like,
no, I think it was a really good goal.
Anfield,
he knows what he's doing.
It isn't worth getting your top off that goal. I'm sorry. At Anfield, the big header.
I think it's the time.
Last minute.
I think it's the time in the game.
Yeah, you don't.
No, it's Man United.
I'm all in. The thing you've got to remember about Richarlison, he's Everton,
and nothing else.
Yeah,
but he's Everton. He is just the most Everton player. The most modern Everton player there's ever been.
Yeah.
So, and Tottenham are very Everton as well. So to have that moment where he scored the winning goal, then obviously, look, I'm bearing in mind, we're going to sit here and do this. Fucking Hugo Ekitike took his top off against Southampton in the League Cup. So like, you know, people in glass houses and all that kind of stuff. But
I actively said that was stupid.
Yeah. But I don't hate the moments, because when you look at the balance of that game, Spurs are crap. They are really flat, and the crap all game long. And the crowd are turning. They booed when they took Xavi Simons off and they brought Matthias Tell on, which is fucking hilarious because obviously he fucking scores. So yeah, the fact that, that was a big game. That was actually quietly a big game for them, wasn't it? You know, when you consider that's like the teams that finished, was it 16th and 17th?
Europa League finalists.
And the Europa League finalists.
Maybe, something like that.
Whatever.
Can I show Chloe the celebration? Yeah. Because this is fantastic, Chloe, you'll love this. Yeah. So don't watch Richarlison. Watch the guy who's running behind him to the left-hand side.
I would highly recommend that we could, if we preempted this, we could have put this up on the screen.
We can't, because it's on YouTube. I thought about this.
We can't show the video.
Great content.
Honestly, like,
great content.
Watch though, because... Did we see it? Did we see the other one? I might be watching different highlights. There's another guy who falls over on the other side as well.
There was a nice amount of drama in the football game, if nothing else, Steve, that it made it. Went
Can I just show you this on my phone for this
celebrations?
I'm just going to go under the desk and do the podcast from there for the rest. Yeah, look, it was a crap game of football, and it was annoying because this is the nature of this thing sometimes. Spurs are playing European football. They're playing midweek. They do really well. They batter Copenhagen, isn't it, in midweek. Great for them, and they're obviously having a good season so far. It annoyed the life out of me that Man United get to rock up and like pick them off a bit. So I was really pleased that Spurs managed to sort of rally themselves. It's then annoying that they then don't obviously keep it tight, but ultimately we didn't know that a draw was actually the perfect result for us in that one either way. So yeah, I'm glad that Spurs were able to kind of put a bit of a cap on Man United's optimism, if nothing else.
Yeah, absolutely. And the interesting thing with United, there'll be, again, AFCON, when they lose Mbeumo. He's been fantastic.
He's been unreal.
He's
such a good header as well. Such
he's just boss. He just is boss.
Yeah. I said it a couple of times now, but he is everything that Mo Salah isn't at the moment for us. You know, in terms of that energy and the pace and the dynamism and the aggression to how he's playing. We are sorely lacking that type of footballer in our.
Absolutely, and I can support a bald man with a beard, but unfortunately he plays in Man United, so I can't. But listen, it felt like United and the Sesko injury will hurt them as well. We don't know how bad that's going to be, but they haven't got.
Will it hurt them?
They haven't got a striker, so that's the problem. They have to put
they never use them anyway, and I know.
I think it does. I think it's
just on the Sesko stuff, because I was watching some of the post-match analysis, some of his match of the day analysis of him. I just got real Rasmus Højlund vibes from that situation where once again they've gone into the market and bought a guy for whom running towards goal and shooting is not second nature, which is wild when you're trying to pin it. And at least you can tell that he kind of recognises that by the fact that he's not been like Sesko bang week in, week out. He's obviously trying other things, and he's fortunate in some regards that in Cunha and Mbeumo they've got lads who can do a bit of that kind of stuff if needs be. But yeah, I mean, again, he's injured now, so they'll have to work out a way without him. But they've kind of been doing that.
Yeah.
Already.
I thought the interesting thing about this game was actually after the game what the manager said, when he said he basically alluded to the fact that we're nowhere near as good as our fans think. Did you hear him say that at all?
No.
Which manager?
Amarim.
Okay.
So he turned around.
Because it could have been either.
He turned around and basically said, look, there are underlying problems with this side that are being masked by results. And if you go back and you look at their XG stuff, I call it XG battles because I think it describes it pretty well. They are like in coin tosses. No, coin tosses every single week. Excuse me, that was difficult to say. They're in coin tosses every single week. They're like so similarly matched to everyone that goes up against them, and they're actually similar to us, except they're getting the rub of the green with the results that they've had over the last 5 to 6 weeks, and we've been losing every single game.
It's very on brand for Ruben Amorim to basically remind everyone how shit everything is, though, isn't it?
Well, they're having the season of their lives. We're having the worst season, and we're level on points. It's the Tottenham thing I think fascinating because they've gone from nearly how bad they were under Ange Postecoglou. They win a trophy though, which is great. And this season, Thomas Frank has got them in the league table where they want to be, but they're all miserable because all their points come away. And that's massive. Like, it really is. People always, because from the outside looking in, you're thinking, what are you complaining for? Yeah. And then you realise they're getting $2,000 season tickets and they can't win a home game. And no wonder they're all fed up. Like, even this one gets snatched away from them. So Spurs, if you said to any Spurs fan...
But it's not just one sport. They've multi-sported that stadium and it's the same. What was the result where you were?
Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
It was the worst
NFL game that's ever existed yet. So, Tottenham are 5th on 18 points. They are a point behind top 4. They are 2 points behind 3rd. They are 4 points behind 2nd. They're the big old hand off for that. They're all miserable.
Can I show you the home and away tables? I've got them here because I wanted to have a look at them when we were talking about Liverpool.
Spurs still top of the away.
Tottenham Hotspur are top of the pile of the away table, joint with Arsenal with 13 points, although actually Arsenal have played six games away and Spurs have only played 5. They're on a 2.6 points per game as their away form. It is stunning.
Championship winning form away from home.
It is literally, it is. That is elite of the elite. However, the home table, they are second bottom with just 5 points taken from the 6 games that they played there.
Can I ask where we are?
How are we better away than at home in terms of position?
Well, I was going to bring this up because you were all very keen to do this, but we were already overrunning. Liverpool's, for what it's worth, Liverpool's home form is 8th in the league. 12 points from 5 games, and our away form was 7th in the league. And it's because it's dead hard to win games of football away from home, which is ultimately the reality about it. So the 6 points that we have away, Sunderland, Palace and Man City are the 3 teams above us in the away form, in the away table. They've only taken 7 points away from home so far. Chelsea have taken 10, and again,
that's what I'm saying. No, the league, everyone wins at home and everyone loses away except Spurs. Like the complete anomaly of where we're at.
So
they're playing Arsenal away next week. They'll probably beat Arsenal away after the break.
Before that,
but Brentford did that, didn't they?
Yeah,
but then Brentford also reversed it and went just home.
Yeah.
They flipped it round. So Thomas Frank, I know a few Spurs supporters used to work with him, and I was saying, like, what's going on? They were like, yeah, like, we're rocking up and it's pretty grim. For 2 hours, and we're getting charged the most expensive tickets in the fucking country. And it's very pragmatic, and Spurs are not pragmatic.
But if I was to put myself in the Spurs season ticket holders' seat and look through their sort of eyes, that's better than being shit away from home and at home.
Yes.
Which is what they were last season. So
It's more
can't they see
rise.
the improvement? And not just last season.
No, because they're not that the games. That's the point. Is that ultimately? I mean,
So they just not watch the away games.
But they're never on telly.
But it's different, isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah, I get what you're saying. Look, they're better. They're a much better team. They are right back where they need to be. But look, we had this. I remember Flav saying this, and he's not. Look, he's one Tottenham Hotspur fan, and he's probably a bit of an outlier, maybe. But like, he'd rather just see them play good football and them ultimately be quite mediocre in the table. You know what I mean? He just wants he wants to see them play good, entertaining football and finish, and he'd be happily finishing 5th to 8th every season if they did that. He would rather do that than play awful hard to watch football and finish in the Champions League every season
And they're not winning.
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah, you can't win football. Some football clubs are just fucking weird like that. That was a clip from the Biased Football Podcast. To check out the whole show, head to redmenplus.com or click the link in the description.